The prodigal child has returned. You already know the vibe. Ain't gonna lie. So this morning, I woke up to fucking PBD Podcast on my goddamn television. I don't watch no PBD. I don't dislike PBD, but I'm gonna keep it 100. I don't really fuck with PBD Podcast. I don't. I'm not even about to sit up here and try to pretend like I do. I don't fuck with PBD Podcast. I would be lying if I say I did. I don't. I don't like them. Never liked them. I don't like nothing that they got going on. The whole situation is trash. The whole situation is just trash. And can't nobody tell me why a fucking Iranian is over here riding Israel nuts. It's fascinating that money can change who you are, what you about, and how you carry yourself. And that ain't gonna never happen with me. I'm never gonna conflate money with values. I don't care how much money you got. Your values is still piss poor. And I think that's where motherfuckers go wrong at. Motherfuckers go wrong believing that money is what's gonna make you happy. Money gonna make you smile. It's not. When Biggie said more money, more problems, it's true. I'd rather be a broke nigga than a rich nigga. A rich nigga got too many problems. When you rich, you tend to think that you're better than everybody else. When you rich, you tend to act different. You tend to do different shit. It's no lie. If I'm lying, I'm flying. But I ain't flying right now, so I know I ain't lying. Truth is the truth. People hate to hear the truth, though. But let me share my screen with y'all because this shit is just dumb. And nobody else gonna make me... You can't tell me that it's not. Why Candace Owens sat down with Andrew Wilson? It was just dumb. You upset about Charlie. And you trying to take it out on Candace. How you still riding dead nigga nuts? Y'all swear Charlie was Martin Luther King. In y'all eyes, Charlie Kir was Martin Luther King y'all day. He wasn't. He wasn't even Al Sharpton. This nigga was less than Jesse Jackson. But y'all want to keep trying to make him out to be your greatest hero. Charlie Kir was the equivalent of Kevin Samuels. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. The nigga had a microphone in front of him. He debated children. He went to college campuses. And that's like me as a grown man. I go to a high school campus and debate children. For what? Their opinion don't matter. They don't know what the world that they actually live in. And then you go out and conflate the world that they live in and try to make it seem like it's different than what they believe or what they live. So some people get up there and they concoct these little dumbass stories, and you catch them in a story and you get the little clip of your gotcha. But in actuality, there was never a gotcha moment to have. This is why I tell y'all, being a Republican, being conservative, a conservative Republican or Democrat, you automatically lost. You are in the bottom of the bottom when you act. When you choose to be a Republican, a conservative, or a Democrat, it doesn't matter. You lost. And the fact that y'all equate Charlie Kir to fucking Martin Luther King, y'all really gonna tell me that nigga is like Martin Luther King? I'm so tired of playing with people. People be just planning out face show and we just be letting them. Like, I'm so tired of playing with people, bro. I don't mean no harm. You're not about to make me feel that nigga was nothing like Martin Luther King. Nothing. I'm tired. I'm tired of the lies. I'm tired of y'all trying to make it seem like Charlie Kir was equal to Martin Luther King. That nigga wasn't equal to Martin Luther King. He wasn't equal to Jesse Jackson. He damn wasn't. The nigga ain't even equal to Al Sharpton. But y'all keep conflating this nigga to be up there. That nigga is Kevin Samuels. That's it. That's the furthest that I will even allow him to. I'm not allowing y'all to say that this nigga was. He wasn't like Martin Luther King. Why the fuck do y'all keep saying that? He was never like Martin Luther King. Never. The nigga didn't believe in nonviolence. He took money from Israel. He died because of Israel. Oh, I can't say that. I'm wrong when I say that. See, the truth hurt. It hurt. Listen, down in here in the belly. I know it hurt. It make you feel bad. I get it. You feel bad. All of y'all held your breath when that man died. And what did it get you? Nathaniel. Nothing. And it's all these conspiracies about how he died and why he died and how. And then you get Andrew Wilson sitting down thinking that he can question fucking Candace Owens. Who are you to think that you can question a black woman? That's where I come. This is where I come into the chat because now I have a problem. And it's just dumb. Conservatives are just dumb. You allow some white man to sit down and question one of the most intelligent black women on the planet. And then the dumb white man think that he won. The fact that your white ass, this is the problem with white men. White men don't know when they lost. They don't know how to take a loss. You still steady thinking that you won. You walked out that bitch with your head held high. Instead of understanding a lady with a podcast just crushed the dumbass. Turning Point USA is a piece of shit. Ran by a piece of shit. Y'all niggas all jumping up and down, clap y'all hands, stuff. His wife got it. All this shit that he talked about not doing for yourself, leaving generational wealth, leaving something for your children, leaving something for this, and now another fucking country got it. All that shit you talk. See, this is what I mean. You preached a fucking sermon that you couldn't even stand by. And now we end up with this dumbass nigga thinking that he can question Candace Owens about the information that she got. When, nigga, you ain't even got the information that she got. Please help me understand. Tell me, why is it okay for this white man to sit down and question Candace Owens about anything? And then say, you not. You are. You do. You feel like you can ask her the fact that you feel like you can ask her any question is a problem. Black conservative men, y'all niggas need to tighten the fuck up. Because y'all out here making us look bad. You're making us look crazy. Black conservative men, you're making us look crazy. Brandon, where the fuck is you at? Why the fuck you not protecting Candace? Why the fuck you letting this white man sit down and question Candace? Oh, it's because you don't like black folks. Antoine, where your bitch ass at? Where your fat black ass at? You sitting on there with all them other women. Go help Candace, the one that actually got the status. Oh no, your fat black ass ain't gonna do that because you scared to get out your bubble. All you niggas is whack. And I'm not scared to say that. Israel did that. Y'all need to accept that. Nigga, they took my whole channel because I was putting out the truth. Block. Took me down. Thought that I was going to stop saying it just to get the motherfucking views back. No, I'm not. I don't care if it's one motherfucker watching me. I'm gonna always tell you the truth. And the truth of the matter is, this white man think that he can sit down and question Candace Owens. And Candace sat down and answered the questions. I have a problem with that. Because as black folks, we don't have to answer to nobody. That's the God's honest truth. Candace, I'm telling you, you don't got to answer to nobody. And I would encourage you to stop. Stop explaining yourself to motherfuckers that don't matter. He ain't got no power to change the situation. Why are you explaining yourself to that nigga? You already told the most important person in the world. You told Tulsi Gabbard why she was at the White House. You told her. That's all you need to do. You did your job. Now, if they don't do their part and follow up, that ain't on her. I was on her that they didn't follow up and find out if it was true or not that Israel shot or blew up Charlie Kir's throat. Y'all got an American citizen in jail right now for something another fucking country did, but we okay with it. I'm just gonna sit my Mountain Dew and close my mouth before they get me to. That's what I'm gonna do. Because this fine might blow up in my face. Why I'm tough, right? Talking to God, bitch might blow up on stream. Because this the type of shit they do. Headphones might blow up my ear. I better shut my mouth. This is what they do. They in your house. In every American household. If this is what they can do to us, I see why we don't got freedom of speech. Would you feel free to speak your would you want to talk your shit if motherfucker blow your head up and you listen? Y'all equate Charlie Kir to motherfucking Martin Luther King, and y'all didn't even ride. Y'all didn't even riot. Where was the riot? Where was the burning buildings, the flipping over cars? Nah, all you bitch ass niggas went running. I seen the videos. I watched them. I played them back. I seen that. Niggas hide behind the wall. He just got Charlie. They just shot him. They just shot Carly. They took him back. No. That. At least when Martin got killed, you seen niggas pointing in the direction of where the bullet come from. Even though the government did it, and they had another black man to do it, at least our black folks was like, he was over there. Y'all niggas went running over there. I'm just saying, our communities is different. Police kill my friend, I burn the city down. Police kill your friend, you go out there and pay your taxes. We different. I think different. I act different. I don't care. Truth be told, niggas get what you get. They don't like that. I know they don't like that. They don't like the truth. Because the truth of the matter is, you niggas is white. See, at first, you niggas could take and shut down everything that I did. Now you can't stop me from saying it. Because I'm saying it live. I'm not recording it. I'm not posting it like that no more. I don't do that. I upgraded. I wanted my First Amendment rights. And you know what? I got them. I don't care what nobody say. I took my First Amendment rights. You're going to have to hear what I got to say. Whether you like it or you don't. I'm here. But let's jump into this video of Candace Owens being questioned by this white man. Because again, the white man really feel like Candace got to answer him. It's not like you don't. And I'm going to start right from the point where I left off at. Yeah. Here we go.
To sort of depose me.
I'm not deposing you. I just want to ask you some questions.
You literally said that I want to be able to question you.
Well, this is a meta conversation.
Right, but okay, so now we're transcending. Like let's use a word to use a word that you're saying. But this is what you're doing, right? Okay. So this part to me feels like a bit of
am I allowed to ask the questions?
I've already said you can ask questions, but I made it very clear to you via email and with you in conversation.
That nigga's so ready to ask that question is that his fucking leg is shaking. The nigga is so fucking nervous that his fucking leg is shaking, bro. Like the nigga wanna ask the question so bad. Like so bad. The nigga leg is shaking, my nigga.
Conversation that we should be speaking. This isn't like you get to sit.
I want to ask you some questions.
If you want to depose me, you should join Brigitte Macron's defense team. But you're like, I'm just going to ask questions. Can you answer it? Blah, blah, blah. It's like, I don't know what you're going to ask. And I'm going to answer as I see fit because I'm not.
I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
Just so we're clear.
Usually in the debate, if something's not loaded, I'm just direct with
because you kept saying I'm Joe Rogan. They have no evidence. They have no evidence. And now you're like, let's move away from the evidence. Let's talk about transcendentals.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, so direct question, super easy. Was Lance Twiggs DNA on the rifle as far as you know?
We can't say that for certainty.
As far as you know.
I already answered that in the first part. We can't say that for certainty. I told you the context of which they spoke about those things.
So no, as far as you know.
We can't say that for certainty until we know what other the 5 sets of prints were on.
So that
there.
would be no as far as you know.
We can't say that for
bitch ass nigga. Didn't you hear her say we can't know for certain? You trying to lock her in on a fucking question that she already fucking answered. Nigga, she answered it every time the fuck that you asked. Obviously, the question and answer is no, nigga. She said that we can't be certain. If she's not certain, that means no, nigga. Why the fuck is you trying to play mental gymnastics with her? Why the fuck do you feel like you get to question her? Like, nigga, you don't. Who the fuck is you? You in these fucking go-go boots you got on, nigga. You white men feel like you got the right to question any and everybody about some shit that you don't know about. And then when niggas come question your bitch ass about some shit, now y'all want to lawyer up. Look at the Norwell situation. Never one of you white niggas will answer a question about what happened to that boy. But you got the nerve to sit down and ask Candace a question about Charlie? As if she could tell you anything about what happened to Charlie because she wasn't there. Everything that she's saying is speculation, and you know that. And then some of the shit that she's saying ain't speculation, it's God's on the street, but you don't want to hear the God's on the street. You want her to hear what you want to hear. You want her to say what you want her to say. And if she don't say what you want her to say, then you'll continue to keep on trying to dance around and ask the question a different way. Like, this is not a deposition. This is supposed to be a conversation. And the fact that you acting like the police make me feel like, nigga, conversation over.
Certainty.
You can say no as far as I know for certain.
We can't say that for certainty.
You can say that for certainty.
if your energy here is going to be like you're my dad and you can tell me how to speak or what I'm supposed to say, you're just going to come up against the wall. I'm familiar with this debate strategy.
But I am just
yes or no. We're not debating anymore. We're having a conversation. So I already addressed that in the first half of this about why.
No, we're still definitely debating. This is still.
No, it's not a debate. This is you saying I want to probe things that sit outside of the.
Nigga. She trashed you in the debate. We could do that another day and watch that part. And this is the part where you try to depose and question her about how she know the information and she know. And she don't have to answer that. You don't deserve an answer to that question. Actually, it's none of your business how she know. But that's just me. I'm the only one that feel like it's none of your business how she know. Everybody else, even this nigga that's sitting right here, he's supposed to be a people of color, and you gonna let this white man sit down and question this good black woman? You niggas is wild. Niggas be wild.
Evidence. I actually already addressed this. You asked me. You're not going to go like you're sitting and I'm on trial. I'm not on trial.
Okay, great.
Let's you can have a conversation as we've agreed to.
Let's talk about the Foreign Legion.
Sure.
Was the Foreign Legion, do you believe, trying to kill you?
Yes, that's why I reported it to the correct officials in government. That's what I was told, and I handed over that information to Tulsi Gabbard's office.
What's your best piece of evidence for that?
Well, it was
positive evidence.
It was told to me by somebody who is high up in the French government. I passed off that information to Tulsi Gabbard's office. I also passed it off to Trump's office, Donald Trump's office. And that's all I can tell you. I wouldn't be able to probe any evidence because I don't have the power to do that. I'm not the federal government. And I would also like to say that this becomes this other piece of what you do, which is when people say this, I was told this, and this is the evidence that I have, and I'm willing to have that conversation and write the email to the correct government body that deals with this. Like, I can't hack into Emmanuel Macron's bank accounts and say whether or not the information.
I agree.
But then you go, well, where's your evidence? It's like, well, my evidence is that I reported it. I did the right thing that you're going to do. So if somebody calls and says, hey, Andrew, there's a viable death threat against you, and that person definitively has the rank to be able to tell you this, and you say, well, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to report that to the feds. Then I go, what's your evidence? It's like, well, I got the information and I gave the information that I got from who I got it to the right body of people. And that's what I did.
Got it. I just want to make sure. So I'm not trying to trap you. Well, I just want to make sure I got it.
Nigga, you is trying to trap her. You've been trying to trap her the whole fucking hour, 2 hours y'all been sitting down talking. You've been trying to get gotcha moments. And every time you tried to get her, she got you. Just like right now. You just trying to get her, I got you. But she got you. Because you're not dealing with an uneducated black woman. That lady is educated to the highest. I might not like her, but I know that she's educated as one of the highest black women in the country. I know that she's one of the smartest black women in this country. Rather she a black conservative or not, it's facts. Candace is one of the smartest black women on earth. And to deny that will have you sitting looking like this. This is the face you'll have. Trying to figure out how you gonna catch them. This is the face of a loser. I'm sorry. This is the face of a loser. This man, Andrew Wilson, a loss. White men been taking a loss since Donald Trump. Matter of fact, white men been taking a loss since Barack Obama got in jail. White men been feeling like they losing control since Obama been in jail. White men been crying about them niggas being attacked and being going extinct since Obama been in office. See, once a black man reached the highest office, that office is no longer good. See, this is one thing about white folks. When a black person make it to that standard, they tend to think that ain't worth nothing no more because now the blacks can afford it. See, the fact that I can sit down and do this, white folks don't like that. Because this is some shit that they believe that is exclusively on to them. But now, every person with a phone or a fucking camera and a microphone can sit down and go live and talk shit just like everybody else. And then the internet is so vast, it's that anybody will sit and listen to you. You don't know who out there want to hear what you got to say. So you just get on here someday and you just talk. And one day your message just seemed to boom across the motherfucking atmosphere. That's called consistency. That's called hard work. That's called no longer being complacent, not having a voice. That means you are a truth bringer. But see, the ones that actually get that boom, it's the ones that's going to go with the lie. The ones that can be brought off. The ones that can be paid off. See, when you start this shit with some money, it's different. When you start this shit with some bread, you ain't got to accept anything. You can wait. you can be comfortable at the bottom. Be happy with 1 viewer, 2 viewers. You happy that you only get 32 views. You comfortable with it. You know why? Because money ain't the object to you. It's never been. The shit for you is a hobby. And when it's a hobby, you do your best work. When it becomes work, that's when people start slipping. That's when people start slacking. That's when people start acting like this shit is a nuisance to them. When you start doing this shit to make money, you ultimately put yourself in a fucking rut. Because now you chasing something that you don't have to chase. In the grand scheme of things, I know people always want to say money is everything. Money is not everything. I promise you it's knowledge. Knowledge not to get yourself in situations like this.
And that's why I say I want to know what you're doing now, because this has always been the thing. It's like, we actually can't win on the overwhelming claim. So we're just going to go and bring up everything that I think can try to embarrass her. I reported exactly as I received it.
I'm not trying to embarrass you. I just want to make sure that I get your positions clear.
I have not said, yeah, go ahead.
And now you have stated multiple times that you believe that Israel's involved in the death of Charlie Kirk.
Can you give me...
Yes, we can pull up the clip. I'm sorry. I'm just saying.
Can I finish the sentence?
Go ahead.
Can you give me the context for what are you talking about? Like when I say, generally speaking, why people think that Israel's involved?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Where's your question?
Yeah. Do you have any positive evidence whatsoever that Israel killed Charlie Kirk?
Well, I couldn't say Israel was on the ground and shot and killed Charlie Kirk. I would say that there are various things that we're trying to establish, one being a motive. And since I don't believe that Tyler Robinson and his transferee is a convincing motive because he was fired up about politics, which Lance testified that he never spoke about with him, nor do I believe that he was, so into LGBTQ issues, since Lance testified they never spoke about LGBTQ issues, that he stopped and ate at Chick-fil-A, which if you are into LGBTQ issues, wouldn't be your lunch before you go kill Charlie Kirk for LGBTQ issues, because
but do you have positive evidence?
I'm answering the question as I feel like I want to answer it. Like I said, you don't get to for an hour and a half.
But the question I'm asking is about positive evidence.
I'm telling you that in any case, establishing a motive.
That's right.
And again, I already
get
in at the top of the show. But the reason why people find Israel to be an interesting question is because truthfully, Charlie's perspectives were changing on Israel.
Sure.
And he was starting to realize how much pressure was being put on not just our government to constantly fight their wars, but also being put on his organization personally. If people had come out and been honest about that, rather than rabid claiming he never flinched and everybody's lying and this is not true, you would probably have people that just go, that's life. People change their opinions.
I understand.
And then there was the rabid, not even that. It's like everything was about trying to convince the public how much he liked it.
So then other than intuition, how you feel about things, do you have any evidence Israel?
Again, she's not lying. The day that Charlie Kirk got killed, the next day, Benjamin Netanyahu went on a fucking podcast spree. He was even on PBD. Talking about, I didn't kill Charlie Kirk. We had nothing to do with killing Charlie Kirk. Nobody even expect. See, let me tell y'all something, right? See, nobody expect your dumb ass until your dumb ass start talking. Nobody suspected Israel of being a part of the shit. Nobody even thought. We never thought that. But then when your bitch ass brought your ass over here and you wanted to do your little tour of trying to convince the people that you didn't, you kind of look guilty, brother. No, come on. Get where I'm coming from. If nobody said anything to you, why are you talking? That's like going into a courtroom telling on yourself. Why are you talking? I can't understand it. Help me. You are a leader of a country, and you over here on podcast talking about Charlie Kir. See, things just don't add up. I might just be a little nigga sitting up early in the morning talking about some bullshit. But one thing's for sure, two things for certain. You can't spit on me and call it rain. No, 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 no. But for some of y'all nigga, some of y'all nigga piss on you and you think it's rain.
Was involved in killing Charlie Kir.
I have already said, and if you're watching my show and the context of what I said, this is the general sense of why people think Israel's involved. Nobody has made the claim that Israelis, there were also, obviously
Ian
Joe
Carroll
Kent
made the claim.
Well, Joe Kent, who I think would have the right to assert it, noted that there were 12 Israeli cell phones on the ground that day. I think most people would like to probe that. Now, it could be maybe they were students, and they were Israeli students in Utah that day. But we'd like to probe that narrative because what we've seen after coming from the Israeli government, the Israeli prime minister, kind of denying that he did it, which wasn't really necessary, was quite busy. The phone call that happened, which no one wants to discuss, in the Hamptons the week prior, or not the week prior, I think it was around August 5th or 6th that took place. Mm-hmm. And again, the almost desperate lies about Charlie shifting opinion on Israel lead us to believe that there could be an Israeli angle in this. But we cannot say for certainty that Israel called the shots and this is how it happened. But it is definitively, I think, a thread that a lot of us would like to see.
There's no pause.
See, nigga, this is why we think Israel did it. Because nobody said he did it. But you went on every fucking conservative podcast and announced that you did. See, we would believe you if you shut your fucking mouth, but you didn't. You went on every fucking show and told on yourself. This is what you motherfuckers do. You're dumb. You're stupid. You're kind of slow. And then you get mad when a motherfucker tell you that. Well, nobody thought Israel did it until Israel came out and said something about it.
Positive evidence.
Whatever you want to say, however positive, negative, however you want to say it.
Well, positive evidence I can just
have a conversation.
Material evidence and other evidences, which would point you to it.
You see, like I said, the nigga just gonna keep asking the question in a different way. It don't matter how she answered the question. The nigga just gonna keep trying to conflate it. Like, nigga, she just answered the question. So now you're gonna ask her the same question just in a different way. Like, my nigga, she answered you. You didn't like the answer. You want to keep going. Again, who are you to think that you can question a black woman? Why you get to feel like that? I don't know. Why she sitting down answering questions for you? I don't know. But the fact that you think that you can continue to ask the same question over and over, like, for the last 30 minutes, we've been sitting and listening to him ask the same fucking question over and over in a different way. And Candace has been answering the question over and over in a different fucking way. Again, it don't matter how she answered the question because this nigga is not going to accept it. He'll never accept the way that she answered the question. That's out of the question. It's nothing that she could say to convince him Israel did this. But in his mind, he feels as though as he can sit and question Candace. You don't.
Is on our show is what we said, which is this feels like a conspiracy building. There's no reason to lie about these things, and yet people are lying. BB ain't acting right. The Hamptons thing was weird, and the way they tried to shove the Israel narrative down our throat immediately. I mean, the day he died, posting a picture of him with an American and Israeli AI'd photo on the president's feed.
I don't know.
Doesn't feel right.
Do you have any evidence that Erica Kirk or TPUSA participated in the murder of Charlie Kirk?
I've never said they participated in the murder.
You see what I'm saying? My nigga, why the fuck you keep asking her the same question? If she just said, like, it's like you going down a list. You think the French government did it? She tell you how she think the French government played the part. You think Israel did it? She tell you how she think Israel played the part. Now here we are at Erica Kirk and fucking Turning Point USA. And if the way Erica acted after Charlie died, bitch driving it like it's hot with sparkles flying in the air, you tell me.
Of Charlie Kirk. So how could I say that I have evidence they participated in the murder of Charlie Kirk?
Okay. So then you don't believe that they did?
I never have said that statement, so I'm not going to get you to ask me personal questions about things that I've never said on record.
Okay, fair.
That's your nigga trying to get a gotcha moment. Gotcha. See, he this is what he trying to do. He trying to get Candace in a gotcha moment. No, nigga, she got you. This is what happens when a low intelligent white man meet a high intelligent black woman. You end up with your hands up in the air talking about, no, okay. Nigga, ask the fucking question that you want to ask. Ask her, why the fuck do she think that she get to come out her mouth and tell anybody or say anything about Charlie Kirk when he's a white man and she's a black woman? She don't got the right to say anything about Charlie Kirk because she's a black woman. Just come out your mouth and say it, my nigga. We would respect your dumb ass if you did that than sitting up here trying to pretend like you really want to have a debate with Candace. You don't. You just want to make her look dumb. That's why my tagline today is just dumb. Because the shit is just dumb. And nigga, you the one that look dumb. Out of this whole 2-hour thing, my nigga, you are the one that continuously look like a fucking fool. And then Patrick, dumbass, he just sitting right there letting you look like a fool. This is why I say people of color can never band together. Because he supposed to be a person of color. That man is Iranian. That man is from over in the Middle East somewhere. But you over here on this nigga side. Again, all of y'all feel like Charlie Kirk was Martin Luther King. All of y'all that feel like he was Martin Luther King, he wasn't. And Candace can sit and talk about her friend however she liked. That was her friend. It wasn't yours. He wasn't your friend. He was hers. And everybody, and I mean everybody, that sit up here and talk shit about Candace, Charlie probably would knock your dumb ass out. Out of everybody around him, he liked Candace more than everybody. He should have married her. instead of marrying an Israel puppet. Now look where he at.
Team is sending messages in the back saying they have a video they want to play.
My nigga, Charlie, if you hear this, when you go black, you learn. Don't go back.
Okay, go ahead.
I don't know what the video is. Yes, you said that there's a video you want to play that Candace said she has full confidence Israel was involved.
Yep.
Yeah. He said evidence that they killed him. I said this is why people think they're involvement.
So
if they have the clip, they can play the clip.
Yeah.
They're referring to a clip.
Yeah. Via whom? My guess is Pierre Carica. I think that there's a reason Pierre knew that Charlie was dead first. I think there's a reason he was a priority. How? Why? I think France and Israel are involved in Charlie Kirk's assassination. And I'm going to put that out there with full confidence.
Okay.
I also
involvement. I understand.
Yeah.
So you think you with full confidence, you think that
I think Israel's
France
involved.
and Israel.
Yeah. I mean, the person that gave me that thing that I reported.
That's that shit. See, he tried it again. You gonna pull up a clip from back in the day of her saying some dumb shit, and you think that's gonna fly? You think that you got her by the balls because you pulled up some clip of her saying that she think Israel and France was a part of it? Oh, you got her. So what? She said it. I hope she meant it. Because truth be told, every day, starting to look a little bit more like they did it. I'm just saying, if they did it to JFK, they can do it to Charlie Kir. I'm just being to
reported said that French Foreign Legion were on the ground that day.
Mm-hmm.
Again, this would be at a professional limitation for me to then go and probe that information that I handed over. I can't do that. I'm not.
But
the
you
United
don't have
States
any
government.
positive evidence of
Okay,
that.
okay.
Right?
Liz, I don't. Can you just stop? It's actually just like annoying to hear you keep saying positive evidence. I've just asked me what I think, and I just tell you, yes, I think they are
that's
involved.
That's a claim.
No, I said here's what I think.
I have every right to ask you about your claim.
Yeah, but
and if there's positive evidence for your claim,
I literally just said I think, and I am.
My nigga, listen, you don't got no right to ask her nothing. This is my problem with conservative people. Because conservatives feel like they got to answer white folks when they ask questions. You don't got to answer that nigga nothing. She don't owe you no answer, nigga. Who are you? Who the fuck are you to think that you deserve an answer? Why the fuck do you think that you deserve an answer? It's beyond me. Why the fuck you think you get to question her? It's beyond me. You ain't her boss. You ain't her husband. You don't pay her bill. You ain't her sugar daddy. So why the fuck is she answering you? Why? Tell me. At what point and why the fuck she gotta answer you? What do you do for Candace? That Candace should drop everything and answer you. That's what I want to know. What you do for her? Nathaniel, nigga. So stop acting like she owe you some type of answers or questions, and she don't owe you shit. She owe you a kick in the nuts, nigga. That's what she owe you. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. Don't conflate her kindness with your stupidity, nigga.
Allowed to think.
And
you
you're
keep
allowed
saying,
to think,
do you have
but you're
positive
making a
evidence?
claim.
I have tons of positive evidence that I'm allowed to think.
I agree. You're allowed to think.
Okay. So
nobody's disputing whether or not Candace Owens is allowed to think. What I'm asking is if you have
what's your issue then? What is your issue with the statement?
evidence.
I think that Israel is involved.
That's not just what you said. You said it's with full confidence.
Yes.
You would think that if you had full
confidence. You have confidence to think when you think?
If I said, for instance, I think I'm going to be late to work, right? With full confidence, I would say my evidence for that is that I'm 20 minutes away and I need to be there in 5.
Andrew.
That's how you would know whether or not you had full confidence.
I'm going to tell you something.
Hang on, let me finish.
Sure.
If it was the case that I said I have full confidence I'm going to be late to work, I would say my evidence that I'm going to be is that work is 20 minutes away, right? And I have to be there in 5. So I have full confidence. That's why I would think that. So I'm asking, if you think that Israel and France were involved in the assassination of Charlie Kirk, and you say with full confidence, I'm just asking for the evidence, or at least walk me through the mindset of why it is that you could think that with evidence. I
actually don't have to walk you through why I think.
Thank you. Thank you, Candace. Thank you for saying that. Thank you. I love you, black woman. I love you, black woman. Because you told that nigga straight to it first. I actually don't have to do that. I don't have to do shit, nigga. I don't have to answer a motherfucking thing you said. I don't have to do that. I don't have to tell you why I think anything. She don't have to tell you nothing, nigga. Nigga, nothing. Nothing, nigga. She don't gotta say nothing to you. Nigga, who are you? You are daddy. You are hubby. You her sugar daddy. You her pastor. You her preacher. Are you her God? No. To all of those questions, I don't think she has the answer to you then. Change the color just for his yellow ass.
I can give you something that I think with full confidence. I think with full confidence that you lost the substance of this debate, and now you're moving toward things that I have said that I think, which I can do.
They're allowed pertinent to this debate.
That's right, Candace. Give him your full confidence of understanding that nigga lost his debate and now he's trying to move the goalpost to another fucking thing. That's what he's trying to do. You demolish this nigga. See, black men, men and women are different in a lot of ways. Women are always smarter than niggas is. There's not a man on this planet that's smarter than a woman. And the moment you start thinking that you are, you put yourself behind. See, my mama used to always say, you too smart for your own good. I never knew what that meant till I got older. And I learned what that meant. Too smart for my own good. My son the same way, a 2-year-old. He too smart for his own good. Little nigga know how to open the front door and go out it. Too smart for his own good. He don't know that going out that front door can hurt him. But he's smart enough to be able to open the front door. When there's a lot of motherfuckers in this house that can't. I know that. Even when you put the little baby thing on the door, out of everybody in this house, the 2-year-old can open the door. The rest of them can't. That's why I had to take it off. Because out of everybody in here, he could get the fuck out. But y'all couldn't. So I took the thing off the door. That way y'all wouldn't be trapped. Because leave it up to him, he would have to save y'all. When y'all supposed to save him. But that's neither here nor there. What's really unfair is that she just put this nigga in this place again. She just told this nigga again. She ain't gotta answer your questions. Well, she don't. She don't gotta answer a motherfucking thing you say, nigga. Well, why the fuck do you feel like she gotta answer you? It is beyond me. but I'm happy she told you to your face. I actually don't gotta answer nothing.
It's not exactly pertinent to this debate.
It's 100% pertinent.
It's not pertinent because our debate
these are claims made about Charlie Kirk's assassination. That's the complete substance of the debate.
No, actually, would you like to remind him of what our debate claims actually were?
And would you like to remind you said I could ask you about any of these things to my heart's content?
Feel free, but you didn't.
Did you see what the fuck I'm saying? This white man feel entitled. Like, you feel so entitled that you think you could use what she said against her. Like, this is the problem that we got in America. Is that white men think that they are so fucking entitled that you can use a woman's words against her. That's manipulation. That's what you just tried to do. You tried to manipulate her. You tried to manipulate her into allowing you to treat her how you want. She's standing on how she want to be treated. But you keep going back. You keep stepping over that boundary. And then she got to keep putting you in your fucking place. It's been happening for 2 hours. And anybody that watched this shit don't come with that analysis, then you're a fucking fool. This lady has answered this nigga questions multiple times. But the nigga won't accept them. The nigga feel like he can question her to his heart's desire. Nigga, fuck your heart's desire. Fuck what she said. Like, you don't get to use what the fuck she said. Nigga, debate her fairly. Debate her on the topics. Stop bringing up old shit. Stop bringing up bullshit. Ain't nobody going for that. I'm not about to sit here and agree and say that you won. You lost. You lost bad. You look bad, my brother. And the moment that you don't understand that, that's when you lost. The fact that you don't understand that is why you lost. You lost in the sauce. You don't even know the flavor of the Kool-Aid. You can't catch up. These are all the things that motherfuckers will say to you in the 3rd grade. Because, nigga, that's where your intelligence are. You're not smarter than a 5th grader. No white man is. Because you can't see what's in front of you. You've been conditioned to think that you're special and you're not. You've been conditioned to think that the rules don't apply to you when they do. You've been conditioned to think that you are outside or you some extraordinary thing. Actually, you're not. You are a recessive gene of a black person. You are the weakest of the colors. You can't stand the sun. How the fuck you gonna stand me? But that's for another debate. And we ain't gonna get on that topic, please.
Do not get to structure how I'm allowed to reply or ask me why are you allowed to
I'm not structuring how you're
think.
allowed to reply. I'm just asking you direct questions.
I have full confidence that you do not feel that you represented your claim well. And so now what you came prepared to do is to present yourself like a professor of fallacies.
I just want to know.
And to say, you're not allowed to say that. You can't.
You can say whatever you want. Nobody's disputing that.
If y'all watch niggas' legs, Candace has been cool as a cucumber. This nigga leg been jumping like he had 90 coffees.
It seems like you are disputing it. I think that when this is all said and done, I've already explained to you. I explained at the beginning of this why I think Israel is ultimately going to be proven to have involvement in this. I just explained to you in the middle, and now you're wanting me to structure the sentence or provide evidence. You don't have to. You're just allowed to think. And I've explained to you my thought process. I don't need to structure it in a sentence. If you feel like a professor today, you picked the wrong day.
Don't you think that like tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of people would want to know what Candace Owens?
Hey, let me tell you something about them tens of hundreds of thousands of people. It don't matter what the fuck they want. Your wants ain't hers. She don't got it like this is what you conflating. You conflating what she gotta do with what you want her to do. She ain't gotta do shit. People will want her to do it, but do she have to do it? No. She ain't gotta do shit. And see, people ask me, why do I cuss a lot? I cuss a lot because motherfuckers act like they don't understand unless you cuss at them. So you gotta talk to a motherfucker like how you talk to him, talk to a little pet. Like a dog understand when you tell him sit the fuck down. But if you tell a dog sit down, he ain't gonna listen. But if you say sit the fuck down, oh, you sit the fuck down. My kids are like that too. You know, kids communicate in a crazy way. You can come to a child, say to him 100 times, stop. Don't do that. It's going to hurt you. Keep your hands to yourself. You can come to a motherfucker 1,000 times and say that. But the moment you raise your voice and you start walking around this bitch like you about to put your hands on somebody, now everybody want to act like everybody want to act like they got sense. See, and I always say, I shouldn't have to threaten you for you to do what I say, bro. That's not the relationship I want to have. I shouldn't have to yell and scream and holler just to get my point across. You should listen to me because I know what's best for you. But again, people don't understand what's best for them. Sometimes you got to do what's best for a motherfucker even though they don't like it. I was taught sometimes the wolf got to think for the birds. If he don't, then the wolf gonna go hungry.
Positive evidence for why it is that Israel and France were involved in the most traumatic public assassination of Gen Z's lifetime is?
That's why they watch my podcast.
So you're just going to drip to them? Like, here's why
it's
I
not
think
dripping.
that?
Every time we come across any of these discussions, they're watching this in context and they know why I'm saying it. So, for example, when you're bringing up, Candace, where's your evidence for France doing this? I just told you someone who was high ranking in the French government, right?
Who's nameless?
Of course.
But so there's good reason to doubt this.
It's not a conspiracy, though. If I then...
You see how niggas just try to be condescending? You see how niggas just try to be condescending? Of course. Someone who's nameless. And she said, of course. He's like, of course. Nigga, why the fuck would she put the name out so... Boy, do you know how proof works? Do you know how intelligence works? You wouldn't ask a news reporter, where's your source? Prove your sources. A news reporter would tell you, I can't do that. Because if I give up my sources, won't nobody else talk to me. And I like to write stories and be in the know. But no, You think that she gonna give up a name? You think that you gonna talk her into telling on somebody? Candace is a lot smarter than that, my brother. And if you can't see that, you've already lost. If you can't see that Candace is not going to tell on her sources, you sat down in the wrong seat.
Took it to the federal government. Like, you can't just go out there making a claim to the federal government. You get in trouble for making false statements and things of that nature. So, and then you go, well, I'm going to probe that. Well, how can you probe that? This happened to me. I can ask you, well, that's not what I'm probing specifically. This is my podcast. I am sharing my life and my experiences and what has happened to me. Mm-hmm. And you're basically coming in like you're going to, regulate how I'm allowed to say it. If I'm allowed to regulate anything, I'm asking very pertinent questions. You're sounding a bit like a professor trying to regulate and say, Candace, you sound very defensive and like you just don't want to answer questions. I did answer your question 3 times. I just didn't say it in the way that you wanted me to say it. You just kind of obfuscate and you run away.
No. And Candace is absolutely right. Like, bro, she answered your question and you just keep trying to ask the question in a different form. It's like what police do. And we all know how police do. Police ask you a question, and then after they ask you the question, they enter and turn around and they ask you the same question just with different words, hoping that they trip you up into saying something that actually gets you in trouble. See, this is why when a police walk up to you, you always remain silent. You don't answer questions. You ask, am I free to go? In the moment, like, I'm not going to do that today because that's a whole nother podcast. Talking about police is a whole nother podcast. So I'm not even going to get into that because I'll be here for 4 hours. Or I'll be here for 4 hours. One day I am going to do a what's the name on police. But right now, this is about Candace and this dumb white ass nigga thinking that he got the right to question Candace about why she feel Charlie Kir was killed by the French and the Israel government. Even you questioning her make it seem even more real because you niggas keep trying to deny something that actually happened. We all seen it with our own eyes. That wasn't a gunshot. And anybody out there that try to pretend like that was a gunshot, you that stupid motherfucker that's on the internet talking about the dress was blue when it was gold and white. You that dumb motherfucker that you can see blue in a dress that's gold and white. You that dumb motherfucker. Because that motherfucking test that they did a couple years ago, where they said they put this dress out that said, oh, some people see it blue, some people see it gold and white. No, motherfucker, everybody seen that shit gold and white. And if you seen that bitch to be blue and black, motherfucker, they told you that. They told you it was blue and black, and then your dumbass seen blue and black. But in our actuality, motherfucker, it was white and gold. It was no other color. It wasn't. This is how they test the motherfucking public. They put little dumb shit out like that, and then they see how many motherfuckers go along with the blue and black story. So that right there let them know if they can continue with their plans of bullshit. And that shit happened right around the time, if I'm not mistaken, It happened right around that time we was in the Iraq war. It happened right after 9/11. If I'm not mistaken, it kind of happened like right after 9/11 when they put that little shit out. It was on every news station. It was on every internet site. This was back when we had MySpace. This was before Facebook, YouTube, and all this other shit. This was when we was on MySpace. So don't think that this shit hasn't changed in the years that we've been on the internet. Like, if you was born like in the 80s and the 90s, you're a different generation because you come from a generation of analog. You are the last of analog. And you are the beginning of the digital world. Truth be told, the 80s and 90s babies are the ones that seen the world go from analog to digital. And a lot of you children, you only know the digital world. You only know that because that's all it's ever been for you. You don't know what analog feels like. You don't know what it's like to pick a phone up and have to press buttons to dial. You don't know what a rotary phone looks like. You don't know what it's like to blow into a cartridge to make it play. You don't know what it's like drinking out of a water hose. You didn't get to set up. Well, you probably do, but your parents was more involved in your life then. Now it's like parents gotta work so fucking hard that you can't even be a real parent to your child. So you gotta pick one or the other. I'm gonna be a parent, or I'm gonna be a hard-working, independent person. And when you tend to pick your independence over everything else, things begin to lack in your life. And that's the God's honest truth. But we're going to end right here because it's about 6 o'clock. I gotta get my kids up and ready for school. I enjoyed this. I love doing this. I appreciate y'all for coming by. I'm gonna jump back on this motherfucker after I take them to school this morning. So I'm probably gonna come back around like 8 o'clock. We could probably talk about some police shit around that time because my kids will be in school and I'll be able to pull up police videos and shit like that. Like, I try not to play that type of shit or put that type of shit out while my children in the house because I don't want them to have a bad sense or bad idea of what the police is, because police officers are supposed to help us. Even if they don't, I want my children to have the idea that the police help. They don't help. They don't help. But I love y'all, and I love this motherfucking YouTube shit. I'll be back in these streets. You know, it's your boy.